fielded in the end zone. It's Griffin. Makes it to the 16. It's good coverage there. The Cardinals offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, Kirk, in the age of transfer quarterbacks, this guy's been one of the most talked about dudes in the offseason. Here he goes. First game with his new team. What kind of start will he get off to?
Yeah, it's a big question mark. And the only thing about this guy is he's been able to win his teammates over right away, become a great leader. Now he wants to get off to a good start.
He gets the first and still goes. Defense makes the recovery.
Just anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, or able to knock it away.
Defensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Catch made on the outright. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Quarterbacks will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short game in the play. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, you know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game's over.
We're down at 2. Try to keep the lead going. Play action fake. Looking to throw. It's caught in the crossing pattern. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9. Off the play fake on first down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down. How about the quarterback? There's an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he will score. Touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. He catches a football. He is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the lineup to kick the extra point. And it's 7-0 after the 18. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and moving away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounce back from that right away. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the single back takes the handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. It's 3rd down after that run. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender is right there, and it brings out 4th down now. The Cardinals are going to kick this away. It's just the first punt for this offense tonight. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? A play action, looking to throw. Taking a shot deep down the right side. This is dropped. Would have been a huge lead. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and 1 from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Come back to the throw for the first down. It's a short completion of a big tight end. Will send the punt team on the field. the shotgun, handoff inside, and tackled after a small pickup there. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a quick run. The defense grabs it after the completion. It's just short of the first down. Third down play for this offense. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he make it to the marker? That's enough to move the sticks. First down now from the 23. The Cardinals are on the move here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Burns. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11. Try the ground game here with the running back. The running down, shooting losing. This will set up a first and goal. And the Cardinals trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. The pass is incomplete just across the goal. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line scrimmage. Here we go. Third and goal coming up. Quarterback drops back, holding the secondary. Screen pass complete to the running back. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. So now comes the field goal here. The setup at the right hash mark, so a tricky angle here. And it's good. Right down the middle.
It's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. On first down, it's play action. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense all open. Stop right at the line. Grabs it down at about second and 1 on the 15. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the deep shot ball is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field. Pass interference. Defense. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. First down, they're going to throw the football. Passes to up at the line. Incomplete. Good play. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but it will be something different on the play. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's the first of the half. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage. And this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Throwing up play action. A short completion at the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Third down now. Yards will come to the line here. Looking to keep the drive going on third down. Third down, looking to throw for it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He'll be taken down after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. Recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. And the timeout is called for strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Second down, looking to throw it. Makes a quick catch. He's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. The offense will now quickly spend the timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Just flings it out of bounds and the pass rush closing in. So on second down, he'll try out the field goal here and try to get 3 before halftime. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Setting for 3, attacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
He takes this from inside the 5. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. As he runs into double coverage that time. He's brought down quickly, and that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the mark. There's maybe a chance here. Take it downfield shot. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The Cardinals line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll ride it out of the game here. Brings up their second man. Set up to throw. That's a quick grab. Tackle, but first down. 7 defensive backs on the field in preparation for this passing down. Cut quickly. Nowhere to run. Up to round for no gain. Coming to the line on the second. Now this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Tackle down on the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. And they convert here on 4th down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Touchdown in Louisville. And they jump on top of it in the second half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the 18. Extra point makes the lead 6. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive. 18. He hands it off from the gun. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Dogs drop to the line. Halfway. At the play fake. Look at the passing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Big move finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. The Bulldogs will bring their own team on the field now. They kick it away for the 2nd time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. The returner is brought down. To start with an extra point. And the Louisville leads it back out there on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Good throw, complete to the tight end. He stopped and gets a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff running right. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Defensive passing down now with 7 DBs on the field. Well, Coach, Louisville has the lead here. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who's going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. We go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the 1st down.
1st down here for this offense. Gives it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Anybody goes backwards on the offensive setup at 2nd and 13. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Let's a fly to the wide out. Number 4 is incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. The front of the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Completion. It's on third down. Here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that one's straight down.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will move it away. And the kickoff will be returned. He stopped at the 18. Good job by the coverage team. The Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Play action here on first down. He makes the catch. Tackle made after a big gain. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of offense in 3-1 mode.
Chris has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity and possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 50-yard loss. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. Now he's bringing it back. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a 2-possession game with this interception and a quick score. They're right back in.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's complete on the crossing. They stop him on the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice game here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often.
It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. Making a stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
I can't believe this guy came down with his catch. Unbelievable play for a touchdown. The quarterback took a chance by throwing that into double coverage, and the receiver somehow went up and makes a play on the ball and came down in the end zone for a touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PA2. PA2 up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up. Just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. He stopped at the 1-10. Good job by the coverage team. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. motion now from the tight end. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay game. Offense.
Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Training away with the running game. Now it's a clear taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running back grabs it on the screen. They never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the return is brought down. Off the play fake on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense shoves it out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's complete on the cross. Make the tackle before he reaches the 37. Tight game. Under 2 minutes. The offense made a play here, and they desperately need it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. And Georgia on top. Now here in the 4th.
I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of here, the extra point. And not through the PAT, as the lead is 5 here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and moving away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And the coverage team hands it in and brings it down. Here's the first play of the drive. They're marked at 14. Here's the handoff. Solid run. Moves the ball out across the 20-21. The coach quickly calls timeout after the play. Hold on as much time as possible. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw. There you go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Back down the middle, it's Burns. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a cheap play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback. And especially on 3rd down, give him the ball.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete, even a 1st down throw. There's heavy pressure. Tight game. Under 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Pressure's coming. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up the sack, but he punched him out. He's still running. They've got to get set real quick. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Looking deep for late game heroics. Tried to press him deep, but he's up 4th down. It's a 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking for a late deep shot. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. They finally tackled him, but what a tremendous play to pick and win that return.
It's not over yet, but this fourth down interception is going to cost them critical minutes here at the least here in the fourth quarter.
Offense is back out on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Picked off a crucial turnover. Could take it all the way. After the takeaway.
Well, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. What was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance and it backfired?
And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And a timeout on the field. We'll talk some strategy, a crucial moment here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion at a big tight end. We're finally able to stop it. Quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Dumps it down and back. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. You put a timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's wrapped. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out-of-bounds catch made. And it's out of bounds after a decent game. Here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Cardinals. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
The offense will set up now for the 2-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. On the ground, trying to muscle across the line. And he stopped short. The defense makes a play. And now in the 4th quarter, still a 1-point game. And so they're looking to make a play here. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive on the 21. On 1st down, it's play action. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. The offense here needs some big plays to give the kicker a chance here. The clock is a factor. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And that's interception number 5. When will this newbie get the hook? Tackle made after a short return. Hit ends the play.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. That's the kind of matchup we hope for. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive
the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over time to figure out where on the coaching staff? Now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach of your own or select an existing one. If your plan is to create a custom coach, you can fully customize. Now it's time to choose your coach's archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What's most important to you? Maximizing player development, acquiring new talent, or putting your team in the best position to win? Congratulations. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Pocket breaking down. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. The Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline to sideline speed. But David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, I remember in our day, man, like we had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties. And you're right, speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt in the SEC, you've got to set the tone. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They want to throw it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the hands because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down mark. Lost the fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle, it's blown. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Makes the catch, it's blown. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They punt it away on fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. When you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another nat.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Cooks. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. Georgia going up tempo. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll run play action. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
Nifty little scamper on this one, and out for the first down, and he slides in safely. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll try read option right here on 2nd down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man quickly. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the second and goal. Trying to slam it. To the end zone he goes. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead at half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Oh, there's time! And that defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-line, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket. He was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line in recent years.
Nothing to do with the football. He just throws it away and we turn down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle, it's complete. There he goes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end. Try and play action. And the quarterback will be slowed down.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on the ball. You're asking this offensive line to hold up the pass a little bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Man, and he paid for it, but that hurt as he got rid of the ball. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try to hold. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. I think giving it up body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw. It's Fox. Snagged out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Alabama.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fights off the defender. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. It's the grab. It's Cole. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle almost immediately. short of the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Georgia 14, Alabama 7.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Hard running there. And running another broken tackle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense gets one to make some play at the 37-yard line.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. The quarterback was excited. He saw a man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, he could not protect the ball.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, the deep ball was there, and it just tripled through his fingers. Georgia lining up to put it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's broke. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field.
On to kick it away.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. He gets it.
not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense are hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushes, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it and falls to the ground. He's down on the saving field on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the missed connection on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Puts it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. And they can't make the connection. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. He wants to throw it. Plows through the defense. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds his way for three out to the 33. Georgia going up tempo.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no.
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. On the option. He'll pitch it. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. He got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. And the defense makes it away, sacking it back in the 10.
And you got to have that clock in your head, man. You get inside the 5-yard line, you better get rid of the ball, you better see it and throw it. He does a bad job holding on to the football. The defense makes the sack and puts it in third.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Give to the back. And they get him on the ground. And now